As you grow and grow as a human being, you tend to realize the voices that go on in your head. And typically you can differentiate those voices from the ego and from the soul speaking. Today, I kind of want to talk about the ego. Because the ego is the main deterioration, or not a word, but just the main thing that will take you away from doing the things that you are truly meant to do. That voice in your head that is always rejecting, is always telling you, no, don't do that. No, stay in your comfort zone. No, do this. No, do that. Or don't do that. That's usually the ego talking. Why? Because it wants you to stay comfortable. And see, the problem with staying comfortable is that when we remain in our comfort zones and don't make any effort to go outside of them, that ego gets louder. The ego gets more intrusive. The ego gets in the way of everything else. And that's when you have to start really settling down and really defining which voice is which voice. Because once you can differentiate those and know when your soul is talking versus the ego, that's what you need to follow. That is your spirit guide telling you to do the things that are meant for you. When we follow the ego, we only go backwards or we stay stagnant. And yes, those things that your soul is telling you, sure, they may be hard, they may be uncomfortable, but you have to understand the diabolical aspect of that is literally when you follow those, that's what you are meant to be doing. The ego will turn you around from all the things that are meant to be. Why? Because it's used to comfort. It wants comfort. And sure, in some aspects, comfort is okay. Don't get me wrong. But when you stay in comfort for too long and you sit there and just provide the ego more gas, it will literally take over completely. It will not let you move past the point you are in because you are so fed up by that egotistical mindset that you have. And when you drop the ego, you will begin to realize how much things don't really matter. How much that overthinking in your mind is just your ego talking. Because it's uncomfortable. And once you realize it is okay to be uncomfortable, that's when things really begin to change for you. Because you are making the efforts to open doors, to open the universe to you, to show you what your spirit guide is telling you to go and do at any point in given time. Like those thoughts of you walking down the street, you see a cute girl, you see a cute guy, whatever it may be in your mind, and they're like, go talk to them. But then your mind double thinks and overthinks about it. It's like, oh, no, I can't do that. I'm worried about what they're going to say. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that, blah, 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 blah. And then it's just this overbearing chatter in your brain. That is the ego. And when you learn to really differentiate those voices and just tell it no. Tell it, no, I am not going to listen to you. I'm just going to go out and do. And sometimes you can't just tell it no. Sometimes you have to go and put yourself in the single-handed most uncomfortable positions, and then as you keep on doing it, you slowly begin to realize, oh, it wasn't that bad. Oh, it actually wasn't terrible. It wasn't at all what I thought it would be. And the more and more you just go out of your comfort zone to do these little things, it will bring you so much further because you are growing. You are consciously making the effort to grow as a person to do things that make you completely uncomfortable. And that's why I just recommend to anyone enough. Just go out, no matter what your brain may say, like compliments wise, people wise, saying hello. Because the thing about it is your soul is telling you these things for a reason. Maybe they guided you to this point of seeing this person. You say hello to them. You say, hi, how are you? You say, oh my God, I love your whatever they're wearing. I love your fucking hat. Like yada, yada, yada. Your hair looks great. You don't know how much joy that might bring to someone. You don't know what was all could have been if you just went and did those things. That could have made that person's whole year. That could have completely changed their entire mindset upon their day. These little things happen for a reason. Your soul is not telling you for shits and giggles. Your soul is telling you because it is meant to be. So actually consciously begin to listen to it instead of disregarding it completely. Because when you disregard it, that puts you further and further and further into your comfort zone, and you do not want to be there. You don't want to be in the comfort zone. That comfort zone will kill you. That comfort zone will literally make you waste your days, go on and on about the things that just don't matter. The comfort zone is the reason why so many people don't follow their passions, because they overthink about it. They think that, this and that. What if this happens? What if that happens? I could do it next year. What if you're not here next year? What if it all goes right? What happens when you shift your perspective into actually doing the things that you want to do? What if that? So just remember, when that overthinking goes on in your brain, when the ego starts talking, tone it out. Maybe listen to it, but then do the polar opposite of what it tells you to do. Because that's going to be what grows you the furthest. So just make the efforts. That's all there is to it. Make the efforts for it. Most don't want to make the efforts for it, but sometimes you genuinely have to put yourself in those uncomfortable situations, and it's going to be okay, because you are going to grow as a human being, and it's only going to get easier and easier and easier. So just embrace the uncomfortable moments. Oh, that's the one thing about these videos, dude. I was literally going to journal. I was like, I'm going to write all my thoughts down, and I'm going to statistically do this and that. And I was like, that was more my ego talking, so I didn't lose my train of thought or anything. But then I was like, that soul voice was like, just record the fucking video, bro. Just record the video. It's going to come out. It's going to be good. And look what happened. So I just want to also say thank you all so much for 1,000 subs. That's fucking sick. It happened a lot faster than expected because I've been so stagnant with everything. I've just been locked in at specific numbers, and seeing the growth is one of the most meaningful things to me, and seeing people actually appreciate my posts is genuinely everything to me. So I just want to say thank you all again. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all the support. Any comments you guys drop, any constructive criticism, anything that you guys have on your mind that you would like to tell me, please feel free to just unload in the comments, and I'm gonna be there for you. I'm gonna be there to respond. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, and just remember, embrace the uncomfort. Much love, and we'll talk soon.